This is Jack Wormser. The following is a demonstration tape of selected clients of the Jack Wormser Agency. I call it Voices Unlimited. It's impossible to demonstrate in 20 seconds just how unlimited each voice is, but I'm sure you'll get the idea of their voice quality, and then you can take it from there. We can send you a demo tape of the individuals that you like, or do a custom audition with your copy. So give us a call or drop us a line and let Voices Unlimited help you find the most effective voice for your radio and television commercials. First, let's start with the male voices. Claude Akins.
Try the newspaper for people who don't have all day to read one. Try today's Los Angeles Herald-Examiner, edited for busy people like you, with news stories that get to the point faster yet bring you all the facts. So you get all the news plus Jim Bacon, Ann Landers, Mel Dursleg, and more. All in the newspaper for people who don't have all day to read one. Read today's Los Angeles Herald-Examiner.
Eddie Albert.
Truth is a wonderful thing. There's really nothing quite like a good old rock-solid, the earth is flat and don't confuse me with facts, something to believe in. The only trouble is, sometimes a new truth comes along and sometimes you find that old truth wasn't solid after all.
This is Norman Alden for Massey Ferguson Lawn Tractors. If you want a lawn tractor that's as rugged and dependable as this big baby, you want Massey Ferguson. Because they make their lawn tractors like their big ones. I mean tough. Heavy-duty front axle, ditto for the lawn tractors. And a solid welded frame, likewise for the small ones. And a heavy-gauge steel body, well, that's standard for both. The lawn tractor that's as rugged and dependable as the big ones comes from Massey Ferguson, the world's largest manufacturer of tractors.
Rex Allen.
Here it is. Spring's just around the corner, and lots of you are already thinking about Okanagan country. So why wait till summer's here to get your summer fun in gear? Come on in to your Greater Seattle Chevy dealer now and discover how many ways there are to stretch fun and money.
Richard Anderson.
These are all books for the insurance specialist, but there is another book that you, the insurance buyer, can find just as useful. Her telephone yellow pages. Take this listing for the Unigard Insurance Group. Every one of these agents is an independent agent, representing not just Unigard, but other companies as well. Pick him and you can trust him to pick the right company, the right coverage for you. No more, no less. Ask the man who knows the companies to count on. The independent agent who represents Unigard. One name that sticks with you.
Russell Arms.
Growing youngsters need to drink plenty of fresh, whole milk. Real Fresh seals all the natural goodness of pure, creamy, whole milk in vacuum cans to keep it really fresh without refrigeration. Wherever you are, you can enjoy California fresh milk and fresh milk products, including milk puddings, low-fat yogurt, sour cream for party dips, dairy fresh creams, and delicious chocolate drink. Reach for the Stay Fresh can with a Real Fresh brand. Real Fresh.
Jim Backus.
Sunday driver. Oh, pardon me, ladies. Having engine trouble? I'll have a look. It's easy to see. The best bulbs are GE. General Electric. Soft white.
Parley Bear.
Sometimes we wonder if we ought to make bath oil the way we do. We make the kind of bath oil nobody has time to make anymore. For the kind of bath that sometimes we think very few people have time to take anymore. Our name is Village Bath Products. We make bubbling, organic bath oil. We make it from the harvest with fresh, natural goods and the old slowpoke kind of honesty that went out when the 9-to-5 factories came in. Village Bubbling Bath Oil.
Herschel Bernardi.
Every color TV Zenith makes is built right here in the United States by Americans like these. Built so well that for the second straight year, a nationwide survey of independent TV service technicians named Zenith Color TV as needing fewest repairs by more than 2 to 1 over the next best brand. And again, they named Zenith more than any other brand as the one they would prefer to own. It's Zenith people like these who've made it possible for us to say, since 1927, at Zenith, the quality goes in before the name goes on.
Billy Bletcher.
Just a minute, I'm a-coming. Oh, hello, Butch.
Tony always calls me Butch.
Where have you been so long? I'll get some nice bones for you, Butch. What's these? Butch's got a new girlfriend. You're a pretty sweet kiddo.
Stan Borman.
If you want real cola taste, get a 6-pack of RC Cola. If you want a real cola buy, get a 6-pack of RC Cola. Because now RC comes in a new no-deposit bottle, a new colorful 6-pack, and a great new low price, 59 cents. That's right, only 59 cents for a 6-pack of RC Cola. Don't wait another second.
RC Cola. RC Cola. RC Cola.
Roger Bowen.
Lazy pudding.
We make it at our home, the home of Foremost Foods, right from scratch. We add the wholesome milk. We do the slow, careful stirring. And we make it in 5 delicious flavors: vanilla, chocolate, butterscotch, lemon, and chocolate fudge. Then we vacuum seal the creamy hot pudding in ready-to-serve tins. We take care of the pudding making, just so you can serve fresh pudding in your home.
Tom Brown.
We know, and you do too, what certain sounds can do. This is bright, sleek and swift. Now we'll paint a picture of a car for you. See it with your ears. The 1974 Monte Carlo by Chevrolet. Get thee to a Chevrolet dealer. Go and drive a brand new Chevrolet Monte Carlo.
Pat Buttram.
Hey, have you heard tell about Chicken Delight's new bucket of victuals with a happifying name of Chicken Delight Southern? Yes, ma'am. Tender, tempting chicken with a deep in the heart of Dixie taste. Now, whether you want to choose up sides and go Chicken Delight Southern or stick to your guns with Chicken Delight Original, makes no never mind. Either way, it'll cost only $1.19, and you can't beat that with an egg beater. Chicken Delight's gonna be your meat from here on out, you hear me?
Howard Kane.
Some time ago, Toyota introduced the hard-charging Toyota Coronas. Now Toyota adds a whole new line of cars. The Corolla.
Corolla, the new one from Toyota.
A lower-priced car that's even more economical.
Check the shape, the statistics.
And smile.
Corolla. Coming in at a price of just $16.66, delivering 30 miles to a gallon of gas, a top speed of 87, and with no chassis lubrication ever, Corolla.
Corolla, the new one from Toyota.
Rod Cameron.
Some things about flying haven't changed since the first flight from Kitty Hawk. So if you want to fly, you better take the time to learn to do it right, or you're better off not flying at all. Not easy, but there are moments that make it all worth it. It's the same with beer. Now, we brew Pabst the way beer was meant to be brewed, slowly and carefully. Takes longer, but there are moments when it's all worth it. Pabst Blue Ribbon, the way beer was meant to be.
Richard Carlson.
These are the professionals. They're qualified Goodyear auto service experts, men who service your car right the first time. The big special right now, Goodyear Sealant Rust Proofing. The professionals will rust-proof your car in the 20 most vulnerable areas. Protection from the inside for every body panel. For complete auto rust-proofing you can depend on, see the professionals at Goodyear.
Tony Caruso.
Chances are your first grain belt was on tap. Remember? a glass of the best beer you ever enjoyed. That led to a six-pack. Great grain belt flavor, anytime you wanted it. There's something about grain belt beer that's catching. Before you know it, you'll have a case.
Joseph Cotton.
I've often been asked how I got into this acting business. It was by the usual method. I starved. I went to acting school and earned what I could to pay for it. I sold paint. I sold vacuum cleaners. I made special deliveries by bicycle. I even played professional football. I guess it wasn't easy, but I'd do it all over again. Because during that time, I was learning the basics of my profession and something even more difficult, how to make the best use of my money. That's why today I maintain an account at World Savings, where even a modest investment program can earn big dividends. Why don't you start one today and start visiting your money at the experienced place, World Savings?
Jim Chandler.
There were great songs and great cars like the Model A, ceiling fans with solid mahogany blades, and there was a beer called Ham's Preferred Stock. And now, how it is how it was. Remember, Preferred Stock is here again, from Ham's.
Now, one of World Savings Men of the World, Dennis Day.
I think they've got the wrong man. But I once did a little singing for a man of the world, and during those radio days, he taught me plenty about money. In fact, he taught me a lot more than he paid me. That's why I'm glad I found out about World Savings. They're money managers, you know. And the way the cost of living is these days, I need all the help I can get.
Richard Denning.
Is your world wide enough? Does it include the good things that make life more fun, like Paisano? The pure country wine with the fresh country taste. Light-hearted Paisano is a real friend to any food. So put Paisano in your life tonight.
Andy Devine.
Way back over a century ago, the West got its own paint. Today, over a century later, for the modern West, the bold strokes still come from Fuller. Now it's foolproof latex in 1,000 beautiful colors. Foolproof from Fuller, who since 1849 has painted the West the best.
Alex Dreyer here with an exclusive gift for Continental Bank savers. These limited edition fine china collector's plates with scenes of Chicago by famous artist Franklin McMahon. Just open or add to any Continental Bank savings account with a deposit of $300 or more and receive your Chicago collection. Only at Continental Bank. LaSalle and Jackson.
Herb Edelman.
The last time we had Kentucky Fried Chicken, we crunched.
Yeah, I remember
so
that.
this time, let's just crunch.
Well, you know, I like to crunch just as much as the next person, but...
What do you want, the crunch or the crunch?
The what or the what?
The crunch or the crunch?
I think tonight I'd like to crunch.
No, honey, let's crunch.
I say let's crunch.
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 This is ridiculous.
You're right. Hey, why don't we mix it up and get both?
That makes sense. Now, what do you want, both or both?
Sam Edwards.
When old Jack Fitzsimmons started the Silver Spur Mine back in 1889, we were the first bank in Nevada, First National Bank. Today, the old mine's become a colorful page of our state history, and we become the #1 bank, with 36 offices across the state. But there's one thing that hadn't changed. At First National Bank, we believe in the people of Nevada. Always have. That's why for over 80 years now, we've been first to help. First National Bank.
Jack Elam.
You want to start something? Get Rayovac heavy-duty supercells. Rayovac has the buyer's guide on the back. Shows you Rayovac C&D size heavy-duty supercells can give you longer life than ordinary batteries. In radios, flashlights, cassettes, and toys. So if you want to start something, get Rayovac. Get something extra.
Joe Flynn.
Now, what you do with your spare time, well, that's your business. But our job is to give you more of it. And then we do that with today's extra powerful Fantastic. It wipes out dirt on contact so completely, well, you spend less time cleaning. Now that means you're going to have more spare time. More time to do, well, you do what you like best.
Jack Ging.
Master Charge. It's like having a charge account all over town. It's a great way to shop the sales. It's easier than checks and safer than money. It even lets you decide the most comfortable way to pay. All at once or a little each month. Master Charge. It's a nice choice to have.
Master Charge, good for tires and batteries, good for almost everything that's so.
Johnny Gunn.
If making coffee at your office is causing you a lot of problems, you should find out about the Sparkletts Office Coffee Brewer. It's loan free with a minimum monthly purchase of major brands of coffee, and it brews perfect coffee in just about 3 minutes for as little as 4 cents a cup. All you do is plug it in, pour in a pre-measured pack of coffee and cold water. You'll get great coffee without a great big mess. To find out more, call Sparkletts. Our number's in the white pages of your phone book.
Peter Hansen.
Announcing the new Datsun B210, a car with something to live up to. You may recall a couple of years ago we drove a Datsun from Kennebunkport, Maine to Schenectady, New York to point out its outstanding gas mileage. Well, now we've tried it again with the new Datsun B210. It's bigger, heavier, and more powerful than the old Datsun, but it turns out to have one thing in common: great gas mileage. For all its improvements, the new Datsun still delivers the kind of gas mileage you've come to expect from the economy champions. We say the new Datsun B210 delivers around 27 miles per gallon, but on this trip from Kennebunkport to Schenectady, we were wrong. It got over 39. The new B210, a beautiful way Datsun saves. Son of a gun.
When it comes to football, we all have our favorites. Yours may be the Jets, the Dolphins, the Rams, or the team from your own hometown. Well, I've got a favorite, too. I'm Tom Harmon, and the name that's number one with me is Teledyne Packard Bell. I check them tops in the conference in stereo, black and white, or color television. Remember Tom Harmon's favorite team, Teledyne Packard Bell, the West's largest manufacturer of TV and stereo.
Sterling Holloway.
In the room of a small boy named Christopher Robin, there were some remarkable toys. There was timid little Piglet, gloomy old Eeyore, bouncy Kanga, and little Roo. But the most remarkable of all was a bear called Winnie the Pooh. Now, all of these remarkable animals lived in an enchanted place called the 100-Acre Wood. And this is where our story begins.
Bill Idelson.
Well, Jack, there was this guy I used to do on a show called Cousin Willie, and he was kind of an inarticulate young guy. But mainly what I do is the light 20-year-old voice, you know, the warm, lovable, exciting kind of guy that you've all loved for these many years.
Hi, this is Marty Ingalls. Well, they tell me I got 20 seconds to talk about my voice. Matter of fact, that fellow over there, you know, the engineer, he was kidding around before, and he said that they cut you right off at 20 seconds. That's silly. At any rate, there's really only one word that describes my voice adequately. One word that everybody says after hearing me, and that word is...
Hello, I'm Michael Jackson. Since leaving London, I've had a strange sensation that the city was following me. First the music, the mod clothing, long hair, figures of speech like smashing and swinging. London now seems part of the American way of life. Trends and fads, not the actual nature of the city, the spirit of London, which has remained safely across the sea, until now. Because starting in January, a brand new British cruise ship, P&O's Spirit of London, will begin making Mexico and party cruises from Los Angeles. Your travel agent or P&O, the British Cruise Line, will be glad to tell you all about it.
Charlie Jones.
The 9-minute recital by Long Distance, just $2.35 from here to either coast after 7, weeknights, and all day Saturday and Sunday. Whatever music you want to make, you can do it by Long Distance for less than you ever thought.
Dave Ketchum.
When the name's Laura Scudder, you know it's good to eat. Laura Scudder makes the eating more fun. If it's called Laura Scudder, you know it can't be beat. It's the friendliest way to have fun.
And there's nothing more fun to eat than wampum corn chips, the happy snack. Everyone enjoys those bite-sized chips of golden stone ground corn. They're great for parties, picnics, or just munching right out of the bag. Wampum corn chips have two irresistible flavors, regular and hickory smoked barbecue. Both are great. Remember that name, Wampum Corn Chips, the crazy, crispy, crunchy bag of fun from Laura Scudder's. Isn't that right, kids?
John Larch.
Suddenly you turn a corner of the sky and come face to face with something the sun brought. Corn. Corn so ripe it makes you want to bite it. Corn so yellow that the sound of a shuck being torn is like letting all the gold of a single summer spill around your feet. This is Rheingold corn, one of the natural things that make Rheingold a natural beer. Rheingold, extra dry beer.
Peter Lawford.
Max Factor takes you to Acapulco, Mexico to introduce the exciting new automatic eyeshadow that's waterproof. Color Maker. Smooth, creamy, waterproof eyeshadow sweeps on instantly with its own built-in brush. 6 unsinkable shades. Color Maker never fades, never streaks, stays put till you take it off. In or out of the water, there's never been an eyeshadow like it. Color Maker Waterproof Automatic Eyeshadow. Only by Max Factor.
J. Lawrence.
Noilly Pratt Dry Vermouth is the driest vermouth you can use. As a matter of fact, Noilly Pratt is so dry, you don't even know it's there. That's why Noilly Pratt is the best-selling French dry vermouth in America.
Peter Leeds.
A beautiful day for yard work. And here's just the riding mower for the man who takes more pride in his lawn. From Alice Chalmers, of course. New this year is an amazing shuttle drive for the smoothest speed and direction changes you've ever experienced. Ride on for a beautiful lawn.
Bob Lamond.
New ideas, gay ideas for things to do for Christmas. In fact, 101 cookie recipes and ideas to keep and enjoy all year long. All joyfully packed in this holiday sack of Pillsbury's best flour. Ideas like these pretty little Christmas trees to serve your Christmas cookies from.
John Lupton.
Cats love meats. If meats are what you want, when you buy these small cans, watch this comparison. Here's a kidney and gravy product that contains cereal and gravy along with the kidney. Now take Purina. 95% kidney. No cereal or gravy fillers. The other 5% is vitamins and other nutrients. Now, every variety is always 95%. 95% of whatever the label says. Purina. Variety menu.
Jim MacGeorge.
Harvest time. You know, in farm country, the sky is still navy blue, and there's a chill in the air when a rooster crows, and it's time to get up. Ah, yes, indeed. Look it, baby, I don't care. Thank you very much in the old site here at Bing Crosby Golf Tournament. Yeah, I suppose so.
Thank you very much. I just want to say...
I talked with Joe Frazier last night. Well, you don't understand, you see. Yeah, I understand that part all right. Well, that's awfully nice. It certainly is.
Mario Machado.
Our dream was to draw out of the earth its natural fullness, to capture the pure taste of premium grapes, to give you our very best. Our dream was to enhance your intimate moments, to create a light, sparkling champagne. Our dream is fulfilled. New premium champagne from Gallo, an exclusive way to toast your loves and triumphs.
Colin Mail.
At Bank of America, we've helped provide money to build zoos, to construct bridges, and loans to finance discotheques. At Bank of America, we even helped a young man, Walt Disney, finance his first feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. At Bank of America, we've helped people get started in their own business. We've made loans to farmers and loans for private planes. For your financial needs, no matter how large or small, see Bank of America for the business of living.
Dal McKinnon.
Oh, yes, and also don't forget old, what's his name?
Oh, yes, I'm so happy you remembered to bring me along because, after all, Mr. Weatherby is the school principal and wants to remind all of you boys and girls to be sure and do your homework.
Hi, this is Walter Miles. Betty Crocker introduces a memorable taste, old-fashioned milk chocolate frosting. Well, it's the kind of taste that reminds you of good old Uncle Harry when he came to visit and took you down to the candy store for a treat, milk chocolate. Now Betty Crocker brings those memories back by bringing back the taste, old-fashioned chunk-style milk chocolate flavor in a creamy, smooth frosting mix that doesn't taste like a mix. In fact, you'd swear that Betty Crocker must have had an Uncle Harry.
Harry Morgan.
Here is your 1-minute gorilla training lesson for today. The first trick to teach him is put me down. This is best taught while the gorilla is holding you at arm's length. Then for your next trick, crawl home and pour yourself an ice-cold glass of mug old-fashioned root beer. Mug root beer is the ideal drink for gorilla trainers and former gorilla trainers.
Greg Malavy.
A million years after man invented the wheel, he invented the piston engine. Then to make that uppity-down thing make the wheels go around, he invented rods, lifters, valves, and repair bills. But now there's a better way to make wheels go around, the Mazda rotary engine. It has only 1/3 the parts of a piston engine, so there's less to go wrong, less to repair. So when you want new wheels, get a Mazda, the car with the rotary engine, the engine that goes around like a wheel.
Louis Nye.
Citizens, would you like to spend your summer vacation in a winery? Of course you would. Well, Potluck Wine's founder would love to have you help out at the winery this summer. Naturally, Potluck Wine will not pay you, but your stay at the winery will be fun-filled, joy, exciting. Potluck's founder will show you his big concrete fermenting vats. He may even let you paint his giant storage tanks, or, get this, wax his roll-top desk. Enjoy some Potluck Wine soon. And tell Potluck's founder how you like it. He's a real good dude. Potluck Wine, Cucamonga, California. Babies, it's new.
Remember me? Hal Perry, the original Great Gildersleeve. If you're in downtown San Francisco on Friday, April the 2nd, I hope you'll drop over to the Gibraltar Savings Office and say hello. I'll be there to welcome you to Gibraltar's open house and invite you to see and hear a fabulous old-time radio cavalcade featuring portions of 50 of the greatest shows. And there'll be surprise gifts and refreshments. This is Hal Gildersleeve Perry, hoping to see you at Gibraltar Savings, 140 Montgomery Street in downtown San Francisco.
Vic Perrin.
Milk has something for everybody, but so does Vic Perrin. Things grow bigger in California. 70% of the nation's lettuce comes from California ranches like this one in Riverside County. The lettuce heads get as big as volleyballs sometimes because the climate's just right for growing. And something else grows bigger in California that you ought to know about. Savings grow bigger at California Federal Savings. California Federal Savings, the perfect climate for savings growth.
Felton Perry.
A young woman speaks of love that didn't work. Another young woman talks of a different kind of love, one that would do away with hate and prejudice. An old man speaks of still another love, a love that doesn't die with death. 3 black Chicagoans share their feelings of love in their very own, very personal poetry, which you'll find in Sunday's Chicago Tribune.
Barney Phillips.
Would you like to bank at your convenience after supper? Can do at American Security Bank. You can do your banking 5 nights a week until 8 p.m. at a branch of American Security. And how about being able to write checks that won't bounce even if you're overdrawn? Can do with American Security's Aloha Cash Reserve. You get a wonderful can-do feeling banking with American Security. Come in. We'll tell you about more things you can do.
We make good things happen, can do.
Louis Quinn.
You know what bugs me about markets? I'll tell you. When they don't listen to you. Like when they're out of something. There's this brand of horseradish that I like. They're out of it. I asked the manager, when will you get some in? I don't know, sir. 2 weeks, maybe. So 2 weeks later, I go back. Still no horseradish. I ask again. He says, I don't know, any day now. A month later, still no horseradish. I give up and I go someplace else. Or I settle for mustard. The phony bum.
Johnny Rabbit.
I'm a clothes dryer. I've been a dryer all my life. You know, us guys don't get outside much, and it's always so stuffy in here. That's why I'm glad my boss puts 20 Mule Team Borax in my friend here.
Whoever said us termites have it easy? Look, Sarah, here comes that salesman.
If you judge an airline by the food it serves, you should know that Pan Am was the first airline to offer sit-down dining in first class, and that 7 other airlines serve food prepared for them by Pan Am. But food may not be that important to you.
Bill Reddick.
Do you know how to save real money on your long-distance calls within California? By dialing direct. Because when you dial direct and don't involve the operator, you do most of the work yourself. Your call is immediately routed into Pacific Telephone's automatic dialing equipment for completion. Now that saves us money. And because we save money, you save money. Dial direct. It's cheaper.
Alan Reed.
The time of the tame tomato is past. Now there's wild tomato. 3 savagely delicious tomato cocktails from Libby. One laced with lemon, one with celery, another with spices, in handy 6-packs. Definitely wild stuff. Libby's Wild Tomato. Civilized, but hardly tame.
Pat Ranella.
This is the beginning of a new day, the beginning of today. Today belongs to you. You can do what you want with it. You can give it away, or you can own it. Today. You can sit back and let the other guy take over, or you can stand up and take it all. Today. Today, Yamaha is coming on strong. Nobody can stop us. Today, you're coming on strong, and nobody, but nobody, can stop you. Today is the day.
Pernell Roberts.
Mints were invented to be taken after. After dinner, after coffee, after dessert. Certs changed all that, because Certs' sparkling drop of Retsin stops bad breath, and that made Certs the mint you take before. Certs, a candy mint and a breath mint. Certs, the mint you take before.
Joey Ross.
Psst, it's me, your Yellow Pages. You know, I'm full of surprises. For instance, did you know that Hank's Hardware rents power tools and also has a lawn service? Or that Frank's Furniture provides a decorator service and cleans rugs and can get you custom-made built-ins? You'll never know how much I can help you until you get me to open up.
Joe Sorolla.
One day as Chicken Little was walking along, an acorn fell on his head. Without thinking, he shouted, "The sky is falling!" But the wise owl said, "It's only an acorn, and from it a sturdy oak will grow and prevent the sky from falling." Moral, to supply our growing fuel needs for our jobs, homes, and transportation, energy companies must plant profits now for new refineries, new exploration, and new energy sources for tomorrow. Energy and environment, together, we can work it out.
Richard X. Slattery.
The Pabst Promise. We challenge you to taste Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. We promise you'll never go back to the beer you've been drinking. We know you'll discover that when it comes to quality, you can taste the difference. We started brewing Pabst in Milwaukee in 1844. We brewed it in a new way, a premium way. You could say we invented premium beer. Today, as it did over 130 years ago, the quality always comes through. And our quality means the best tasting beer you can get. Pabst, since 1844. The quality has always come through.
Hal Smith.
The Hot Wheels Sizzlers are here. Underneath this gleaming hood is a built-in motor. Hot Wheels with power built right inside. Recharge the lifetime power cell in the juice machine, and they'll run on your Hot Wheels track for lap after lap after lap. Get 'em in 6 sizzling cars, the juice machine, or the new Laguna Oval set. With a Sizzler and juice machine, get Sizzlers from Mattel and go with the winner.
Olin Soule.
They're growing up together, Julie and her funny little kitten. Julie named him Uncle for some secret reason. You can tell she's proud of Uncle. Uncle's pep comes from Purr, the Pride Maker. All 8 Purr Mini Bits flavors and Purr tuna, too. They're naturally balanced foods packed with the protein Uncle needs to keep up with Julie. Uncle's happier and healthier because of Purr, and Julie's a lot happier because of Uncle. Purr, the Pride Maker.
Arnold Stang.
All these girls want to do is kiss me. Kiss, kiss, kiss. And I used to be a loser. I don't know, what is this fatal magnetism I suddenly have? Can it be my new elevator shoes? No. I still part my hair in the middle. So what's new? Except my toothpaste, my Ultra Bright toothpaste. That's it! It's true! Ultra Bright gives your mouth sex appeal.
Jim Stein.
Jess Marlowe anchors a full hour of news, views, weather, sports, and special features with Bob Abernathy, Gordon Weir, Brian Gumble, and David Horowitz. Weeknights on the KNBC 5 o'clock news service.
That's the news on Channel 4, where the people watch for. They call us the who's who of what's what.
KNBC Channel 4.
John Stevenson.
We're lucky in Seattle. The good life is easier to find here than it is in most American cities. For 37 years, Metropolitan Federal Savings and Loan has been helping Seattle families find it. We've raised the interest on savings to keep pace with a growing economy. Today, it's as high as the maximum allowable rate. At Metropolitan, your money earns more, and it goes further. We guarantee it.
Jay Stewart.
The days of the low-key, soft-sell commercial voice have always been here, and I suppose they always will be. But I think there's a trend now to add a bit more warmth and personality, a bit of friendly persuasion. And these days, I feel that more and more we're hearing a happy voice, the sound of a smile to make people feel it's a pleasure to listen to our message. And on the other hand, if you really want to hit them hard and tell it like it is, make them want to jump right up and spring into action, I think we can make a deal.
Walter Stocker.
The Williams family believes in insurance. Life insurance, health insurance, and now breakfast insurance. When there's no time for regular breakfast, Carnation Instant Breakfast and Milk has the same amount of nutrition as in this bacon and egg breakfast. Or for a bigger instant breakfast, Special Morning with 33% more protein. 2 kinds of breakfast insurance from Carnation. Read the labels. Milk supplies substantial nutrition.
Herb Vigran.
Tried to fool your dog by mixing in some meat chunks, huh? Well, he fooled you by picking out the chunks and leaving the rest. Now you can make everything in the bowl taste like meat with Purina Flavor Plus. Pure beef and meat byproducts are chopped into juicy, flavor-sized bits that combine like magic with other food. Purina Flavor Plus, the great mixer, makes everything in the bowl taste like meat. Flavor Plus.
Elmore Vincent.
Ever wonder what it was like out here before the settlers came? Well, picture for yourself an almost endless valley of thick timber, clear water, grassy meadows. A place where a man could hunt and fish and just be alone. Picture that. Or better still, come on up to Garner Valley.
Jesse White.
Okay, baby, it's you and me at the Hotel Sahara in Las Vegas. It's Sahara Safari time. The Sahara Safari, the swinging safari for 3 days and 2 nights. At $39.50, it's nifty and thrifty with action all day and all night.
Tell me about the action, Louis.
Well, there's the 3 big shows. The dinner show in the Congo showroom, the lounge show in the Casbar Theater, and then there's the Follies Bergère.
But what about us, Louis?
We'll play golf and go swimming. We'll fool around in the Sahara Casino, enjoy the Casbar brunch, all taxes and tips included.
But, Louis, what if they find out we're married?
Why do we care? This is modern America.
Dave Willock.
Whirlpool has 1,132, that's 1,132 of the best appliance repair services in the country, and we intend to keep it that way. That's why last year alone we discharged 49 of them for failure to give perfect service to our customers. At Whirlpool, you either shape up or ship out.
Lindsay Workman.
Some of Contact Capsule's tiny time pills dry your runny nose. Some turn off your tears. Some put a stop to your sneezes. Some work quickly. Some wait to act later. The more than 600 time pills in every Contact Capsule adds up to 12 hours of freedom from the most annoying part of your cold. It's today's largest selling cold medication. Get Contact at your pharmacy.
And now for the ladies. Alice Backus.
The Spanish like to know the people they do business with. And if the butcher has a heavy thumb, at least it's a familiar thumb, a local thumb. Here in Spain, they know fine silver is an important status symbol. So they make and market Tiny Shield brand silver cleaner. And Spanish women love it because it protects their silver. And it comes from their own local 3M de España.
Geraldine Brooks.
What has 4 eyes, lights up, and only comes out at night? Pontiac Grand Prix Hideaway headlights. What glides up and down yet has no wings and wears a monogram on each side? Grand Prix beautiful picture windows. Leave it up to Pontiac to make a car more beautiful by taking things off. See your Pontiac dealer today.
Sharon Douglas.
Everyone knows some of the most beautiful women in the world are Swedish. What makes Swedish women so special? That Swedish smile, dazzling bright teeth, tantalizing, inviting. The secret? Vademecum, the international toothpaste that even tastes like Sweden. Gives you that clean, free look of a Scandinavian smile. Everyone can't be Swedish, but you can enjoy the secret of a Swedish smile with Vademecum toothpaste.
Shannon Farnan.
A woman should feel like a woman. Light touch helps her feel like a woman. A woman should feel fresh all over. Light touch helps her feel fresh all over. Light touch is what it says it is. A soft, dry body deodorant that gives a light touch of all-over protection, all-over freshness. Light touch body deodorant.
Gail Fisher.
I know just what I want for Christmas. I want a teddy bear. A golden one. And a shimmery, glimmery nutshell. And a golden heart on a long chain. Max Factors filled each one with a special secret. Hypnotique cream perfume. Or translucent pressed powder. I've heard that Max Factors compacts and lockets start at just $5. Oh, please, can I have just one?
Barbara Fuller.
Would you hold hands with a scrub brush? Never. Let Jergens lotion, with more softening action in every drop, help turn rough, scratchy scrub brush hands soft, soft, kissing soft for him with Jergens lotion.
Sally Hughes.
Ever notice how some things kind of go to pieces once the going gets wet? Not Scott towels. Scott towels are built to keep on working, even when the going gets wet. They're thick towels with a reinforced paper fiber, so they won't wilt when they get near water. They keep scrubbing up, soaking up, cleaning up, even when the going gets wet, so that just one Scott towel can do a lot more work than the kind that wilt when they get near water. Thick, hard-working Scott towels won't wilt when the going gets wet.
Babe, do you know where this old world is going? Can you feel something new everywhere? You can't live by rules taught in yesterday's schools. The answer is in the air.
I'm Lynn Kellogg, and I didn't make it on Broadway by being timid about anything, including my hair. So I use Born Blonde Lightener and Gentle Toning. It makes my hair soft, shiny, and really blonde. Clairol's Born Blonde in 12 very not timid colors. Be free, live in love fearlessly. Be free, live in love fearlessly.
Muriel Landers.
There are some 36 weeds that Bandini Super Weedalizer destroys while it helps your dichondra grow strong and green. And this is Mother Nature, your big mama, recommending you buy a 50-pound sack of Bandini Super Weedalizer now and save $2. If you don't, Florida Pusley may eat up your dichondra.
Sue Ann Langdon.
When we're on a flight with Dan, we stewardesses have learned to bring 1/2 cup hot water with his breakfast, because Dan always carries a package of Quaker instant grits with him. The same delicious grits he's used to at home, but ready instantly. Dan doesn't think breakfast gets off the ground without 'em. Instant grits, individual portion packs or family pack with pour spout.
Peggy McKay.
If we started with damp, soggy potatoes, we'd end up with damp, soggy hash browns. We just don't buy those. No, we start with good, solid potatoes. And that's why Ore-Ida frozen hash browns come out so crisp. Ore-Ida won't sell you any of those damp potatoes.
Julie McWhirter.
The difference between hair that's limp or lively, bedraggled or beautiful is, guess what? Adorn. With Adorn, you can build body into your hair while you're fixing your hair. You couldn't do that if it were the slightest bit sticky. Instead of gorgeous hair, you'd get gooey hair. But not with Adorn. Self-styling Adorn with the exclusive touch top. It makes all the difference.
Shirley Mitchell.
Meadow Gold is the look that says now. Meadow Gold is the carton with pow. Meadow Gold is the brightest new look on the milk carton scene. Out-of-sight stripes in today's hottest shades, orange, yellow, red, purple, blue, and white. Each color is fresh and rich as Meadow Gold milk itself. Get the fresh-tasting milk in the freshest-looking cartons. Meadow Gold milk, the modern one.
Margot Nelson.
Hey there, you. With that mass of tight little curls all wet and dripping down your cheeks. And a warm bath makes you so sleepy. Come on, honey. Time to dry off. Rub, 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 rub. Oh. Now for a little powder all over. Little girls have to look bright and fresh with roses in their cheeks. And then cuddle up all warm and snuggly and dream and dream and dream. And such a lovely room, all freshly painted in a blue to match your eyes. Oh, my, can't see your eyes now, honey. They're closed. Night-night, sleepyhead. Pleasant dreams, little girl blue.
Joanne Flug.
I like long nightgowns, French accents, and the first day of any vacation, and my brother's best friend. I like thinking about the things I like. I like Heaven Sent by Helena Rubinstein.
Mala Powers.
The closer he gets, the better you look. Let distance add enchantment to other women. You'll be the one who looks even lovelier close up. Fresher, prettier, more exciting when your hair glows with the soft, natural-looking color of new Nice and Easy by Clairol.
Virginia Sale.
Well, good morning, children. What a fine group of little boys and girls we have in school this morning. Everybody in the class, sit up straight, please. Up straight, Edward. Up, 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 up. Now, first we'll have our toothbrush drill. Have you all brought your little toothbrushes with you?
Irene Tedrow.
The fantastic woman has time. Time to share, time to enjoy, time to live for all it's worth. Fantastic Spray Cleaner helps. Fantastic from Texsize. So quickly clean, so completely clean. So easy to use. It may make cleaning your spare time thing. Fantastic.
Lorene Tuttle.
You won't find our opinions on page 1 of the Los Angeles Herald-Examiner. If you want to know how we feel about the news, you'll have to look inside. Because we believe our front page and all of our news pages are strictly for the facts. Of course, we do have opinions. And so today's Herald-Examiner is full of fascinating and opinionated editorials and features. But we give you the news straight, not slanted. That's why you should try us. Buy today's Los Angeles Herald-Examiner.
Janet Waldo.
Well, every night for a year, we ate pizza. Half the family had pizza made with Del Monte tomato sauce, and the other half had it made without Del Monte tomato sauce. I was actually the whole first half of the family, and my husband, Bernard, he was the entire other half. There's just the two of us.
And the results of this secret test?
Well, it wasn't exactly a secret. Bernard's pizzas were a different color, kind of white. I mean, they didn't have any rich, red, delicious Del Monte tomato sauce on them. Bernard could see that.
Yes, but the results, please.
Well, the last I heard, he's remarried.
Jessica Walter.
Ever notice how some things kind of go to pieces once the going gets wet? Not Scott towels. Scott towels are built to keep on working, even when the going gets wet. They're thick towels with a reinforced paper fiber, so they won't wilt when they get near water. They keep scrubbing up, soaking up, cleaning up, even when the going gets wet. So that just one Scott towel can do a lot more work than the kind that wilt when they get near water. Thick, hard-working Scott towels won't wilt when the going gets wet.
Jean Williams.
Now, this first one is Gordon Baker, and he's the chief baker.
That's right.
Isn't that fabulous? He bakes Gordon bread, and his name is Gordon Baker. Oh, that's fabulous. And this next one is no preservatives, and Rush Loaf is a driver.
That's right.
That's fabulous.
Well, I think you've got it straight now. Why don't you just take over?
All righty. Oh, my first call. Good morning, Gordon Bread. Just a moment, please. Do we have a Mr. Gordon here?
Well, yes, he's the president.
He's the president of Gordon's Bread, and his name is Mr. Gordon?
Yes.
Isn't that fabulous?
Paula Winslow.
The mother of the bride slept like a baby last night. And why not? This morning, Abby Rents delivered everything for a radiant reception. Do you have a soon-to-be-married daughter? Remember, you and Abby Rents give the best wedding receptions in town.
Pat Wilson.
I'm about to make a prediction. During the next 3 weeks, there's one thing you're going to have a little less of: money. But what you do have is Master Charge. And that's your strong suit for the holidays if you use it. Need extra cash? Use Master Charge for a cash advance at any Master Charge bank. You walk in, present your card, and walk out with the money. You see, what Master Charge does is put new money in your pocket when you need it most. And that's right now. You've got the card. Use it. Master Charge. A step ahead in money.
Barbara Young.
Whirlpool has 1,132 of the best appliance repair services in the country. And that's why, last year alone, we discharged 49 of them for failure to give perfect service to our customers. At Whirlpool, you either shape up or ship out.
This has been Voices Unlimited, just a sample of what they sound like. We'd like to be of service to you, so let us know who you are interested in for your radio and television commercials, and any other type of narration, and we'll be happy to send you more audition material. Thanks for listening to Voices Unlimited. Hope to hear from you soon.